Few brands inspire a passion for their cars quite like Porsche, and never is that more evident than here at the Porsche Rennsport. It's a 3-day festival at Sydney Motorsports Park celebrating the German brand and its sports cars. It attracts participants and spectators from all around Australia and includes a round of the National Carrera Cup Series in a Pro-Am format that has enticed 8 V8 supercar drivers to take part. Another highlight is a mobile museum, a fleet of some of the brand's greatest racing machines, including the LMP 198 Le Mans Racer and the iconic 93577, as well as its latest and greatest Porsche, the 911 GT3 RS. Drive was lucky enough to take a lap around the track in a 1978 911 Group 4 machine in the hands of Carrera Cup ace Dean Fiore. Porsche has also invited a special guest to this year's Rennsport, renowned Porsche collector and customiser Magnus Walker. The man known as the urban outlaw may not look like a traditional Porsche enthusiast, but the LA-based Englishman is a brand loyalist.
To me, I always say Porsche is a language. Doesn't matter if you speak English, German or Australian. Porsche is a great equalizer that brings all true enthusiasts together. But for me, being a Porsche guy, Porsche is my drug of choice. You know, my love affair with Porsche started as a 10-year-old back in 1977 when I went to the London Earls Court Motor Show and saw a white Martini Turbo on the stand. So as a 10-year-old, I was captivated by that. I had the poster on the wall. I actually wrote to Porsche as a 10-year-old saying I wanted to design cars for them. And believe it or not, they wrote me back, essentially said, call us when you're older. But I never gave up on that dream. My era of sort of falling in love with Porsche and what I would call the glory years was late 60s, early 70s. So I build what I call these sport purpose streetable track cars. You know, cars that you can drive on the track, but also drive aggressively on the street. And they're modified, you know, with race touches. And I like to add my own personality from a performance point of view and also from a stylistic point of view. You know, I just like to tweak it slightly, you know, in a sense, add my own personality and DNA to the build. And it's a little bit like I said earlier on, the great thing about Porsche is they're very easy to adapt and modify. You know, everything's sort of for the first 30 years, essentially from 1964 all the way up to 94, a lot of things are interchangeable. For example, I just built my latest car, which is a 1999 964. And the only 2 things that are stock on the car are the doors. Everything has been modified. But to give you an example, I deleted everything that was electric. Electric windows were replaced with 1965 912 manual window crank and glass. But here's the spectacular thing. That 1965 crank and glass dropped right into the 1990 frame, bolted right up and functioned perfectly. So Porsche designed the car right in the beginning, and that's why that car has been in production for the past 52 years, constantly evolving up to the current pinnacle, the 991 GT3 RS that stands behind us.
The Porsche Rennsport is on this weekend. Tickets are available online or at the gate.